Hello, welcome back to another 1001 Beers You Must Try Before You Die. I am going to a country which we've not been to, and in fact it's the only beer from the book from that country. First brewed in 1881. It's 8%, and it's from Sri Lanka. It is Lion Stout, which has got a stock image of a lion on it, which looks like a nice photo there. 1881, it says on it up here. Imported. Although it actually says in the bottle 8.8%. So it looks like it's actually stronger. And there's a whole story in the book about how the beer writer Michael Jackson, not the singer, went and found it, and now it's become a big thing because it's got even got his picture on the back there, which is quite amusing. So it's got in quotes, soft, fresh and delicious. Top fermenting Lion Stout is bottle conditioned. His bottle condition has an extraordinary chocolate mocha character. Okay, well we shall see. Tasting notes say it's very dark. On the nose, bitter chocolate, soft rounded mouthfeel, with coffee bean and fruity hints that lead to a bitter chocolate finish. An expansive and rich tasting stout with a slight sweetness replacing the usual roasted and dry flavours of stout. Okay, right, well let's crack this open. I hope it's not too sweet. As I've said before, I don't like sweet beer. So it's brewed by Ceylon Brewery, by the way, who also makes Ceylon Lager. So let's pull this one out. I bought this bottle from Beers of Europe. I didn't go all the way to Sri Lanka, thank God. That would be a long way to go just for one beer. Okay. So not bottle conditioned. It says bottle conditioned. It's not bottle conditioned. There is no sediment at the bottom of it. Right. Oh gosh. Right. So there's a great, nice brown head here. Thick, like big bubbles, small bubbles. It smells really sweet and chocolatey. Bits of chocolate maybe. A little bit more sweet, more like sweet chocolate. Smells like Bourneville, I think, actually, is what I'd go for. Well, there's only one thing for it. Let's go for the taste. Cheers. Ah, good. This is not as sweet as I was thinking it was going to be. That is really nice. I need to have another sip. So, there's large chocolate flavours in it, large coffee flavours in it. It's not overly sweet. It tastes like sort of naturally sweet coffee and naturally sweet chocolate, not chocolate that's been overly sweetened with artificials. It is a sweet drink, but it's not overly sweet. It's really malty. It's not dry at all. It's not dry, it's not bitter. It's really smooth. This is a belter of a beer. I can see why this is in here. It says that beer obviously was brought into Sri Lanka from the British, because Sri Lanka was a British colony. And it says, in 1881, a Sir Samuel Baker set up a brewery in the area. And it was only really found out about afterwards, 100 years later, in 1981, by Michael Jackson, the beer writer. It's really interesting. It says that the brewery used to be high up in a mountain, but now it's in Colombo itself, which is the capital city of Sri Lanka. This is really, really interesting. I've never even heard of it before doing this beer review. I didn't even know Sri Lanka did beer. I mean, I'm assuming they do. They do say it says Ceylon. Oh, Lion Lager. They do from Ceylon Brewery, which is their bestseller, which is obviously the lager. That is incredible. They still do a stout that sells well. I mean, I find it quite interesting that stouts sell well in very hot countries. So you got the ones we've done so far. You've got then one from Jamaica, one from Nigeria, and then one from Sri Lanka. That's really interesting. You don't associate dark beers with hot weather or sort of humid climates. You would associate more of a lighter drink like a lager or maybe an IPA, whereas this one not so much. Now, this is not the warming stouts and porters which we're used to in Britain. It doesn't have any spice to it. It doesn't taste like 8.8%, I'll be honest. So it hasn't got that warming feel to it. It doesn't coat the back of your mouth with that warming sort of spiciness. It's got quite a clean mouthfeel. Nice bit of carbonation, but not overly carbonated. This is a really nice beer. I'm a really good fan of it. If I saw this again, I'd definitely have it. I sincerely doubt I'll ever go to Sri Lanka. But if I ever do, I'll definitely look out for this. If I see it again, I probably will have it. I'd love to see it on draft. I'm sure it'd be quite nice. It is, but it is quite strong, of course. Brewed and bottled by Lion Brewery, Ceylon, under license of Ceylon Brewery. That doesn't really make any sense. Okay, well, I guess I've got a subdivision, which is a Lion Brewery. Really interesting it's 8.8% and not 8% as in the book, because the design is exactly the same. I'm assuming this is... Oh, that's Sir Samuel Baker. That's the man who set up the brewery. He's got a great beard. Basically, hipsters today who set up breweries have beards like that. Although they're normally about 40 years younger, normally about 15. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to go away and enjoy the rest of this Lion Stout. And I'll tell you to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you for another beer review soon. Goodbye.